going to rebuild this old computer by using new materials. For instance, look at this motherboard. Its main board is 785 GM-E65. And I also have the CPU. And I also have this memory. And for the operating system, I have this disk for Ubuntu. Bye. First, let's take apart the lid of the computer. How you do it is you first turn this left, the screw left, until it pops out. Do the other one, and you sort of pull it out like that, and there you have it. You just took it apart, the lid of the computer from the computer. Before we get started, let's look at some of the parts on this computer. First, there's the fan right here. Then there's a power supply right here. Then there's some hard drives over here. Down here there's some chips. And right here is the CPU. And PU. This is dirty. Bye. Alright, as you can see, there's this little clip that goes from the motherboard to the forward fan right here. Okay, the way how I remove this is by pinching this clip under it, and then I just pull it from it, like this. Okay, now I'm going to start taking apart the power to the hard drive. How I do it is by kind of pinching these, and wiggle it a little, and then pull. Right here. Be very careful when you do it because your hand can go flying if you pull too hard, and then you can bleed. Okay, I've taken apart the power for 2 hard drives here and here, and 2 CD players here and here. Now, I've just taken apart the power for the hard drive. But if you want to know how the hard drive gets information, I'll tell you. This CPU puts information in it by going through this long ribbon, and this ribbon goes through the hard drive. So I'm going to take it apart from the motherboard. The ribbon is connected to the motherboard by these two monster big blue clips down here. Now, if you look at this big blue monster clip, it doesn't have a ribbon inside it, and you can see how they fold out. These ones, well, like they can fold out too. Like, and that's how I'm going to release this ribbon, by doing that. So you have to push a little bit, and there. As you can see all the holes which goes into these little pins. Okay, bye. Good. Our IDE ribbon cables are no longer in use. I'm just going to put them to the side. Before we go any further, let's get rid of this useless memory. I do it by this is similar to getting rid of the ribbons. You just have to pull out 2 clips. By pushing these little clips, it'll wipe out the memory. This is our last one. Before I just put it to the side, I just want to give you a quick look at it. Now I'm going to get rid of this massive power cable from the motherboard. How I do it is I push these clips together, and then I wiggle it a little, and then I just pull it. As you can see, this is little lines which go into these holes. Okay, I just got rid of the big power cable. Now I'm going to just get rid of this. Now, like this other one, you have to pull it, and just pinch it and it comes out easily. Now we only have a couple more cables to pull out before this rubber strip can go bye-bye. Well, you just hit the fan cable and this cable. Alright, I only have a couple more cables to do before we can pull this motherboard out. This cable, which powers all the lights in the computer, and this cable, which is the fan cable. You can just pull them out. Okay, so I wiggled it, and then I pull it. I wiggle it and pull it. Now let's get rid of this cable. It's just going from the sound card to this. Okay, again you pinch it, and then you just put it to the side. Okay, now I want to get rid of these sound trips, and there's like 3 of them. I'm going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to do it. Now, you put it in, you turn it to the left. We got the screw out. Now let's get the PCI card out. Again, you're going to have to wiggle it and put it to the side. Okay, I got it out. Okay, over here we have some memory. Here we have the graphics card chip, which goes to the monitor. Here we have the sound chip, which goes to the speakers. And here we have the FireWire chip. It looks like we're going to need to remove this fan before we can get rid of the motherboard. How you do it is you move it to the right a little, and then you just pull it out. Before we take off the motherboard, we need to find out where the screws that are holding the motherboard in are. There's one here, 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 and one here. Okay, now I'm going to take the screws off. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty.